Hi everyone, today I am going to show you how to make this super simple, basically it's known as a simple bow, so I'm going to show you how to make this one. But as you can see, I have a selection of what I would class as school bows in front of me. Excuse the top of my head there. So like I said, this is what I'm going to show you how to make, but before we go through that, I like more interesting looking school sets. I like making sort of school sets that sort of set you apart from other people that might be in your area, because people tend to stick to very simple like double tuxers and mini chairs, and these are great for fillers. But if you want to like have something a little bit more unique, then what you need is what I would class as a showstopper bow. Now you don't have to have 20 of these in your box, just like one or even two, just to have something that's just a little bit more interesting, a bit more bold than some of the other school bows that are out there, and people will be slightly more drawn to maybe your box of school bows than other people. Simple works, like I said, simple can be good, but like I said, sometimes it's nice to stand out just a tiny bit. So, as you can see, we've got some mini chair bows here, two-tone ones, and this is in ruby and wine gingham, and some double tux bows. Got a little dahlia flower with the gingham middle. We've got single layered butterflies. Our triangle point bow with a slightly more interesting tail look. Added a little colour pop in there. A peekaboo bow. And the double inverted bow. And again, same in the gingham. Oh, sorry. Kayla bow, and the same in the navy. So navy, peekaboo, double inverted bow, dahlia flower, Kayla bow, triangle point bow, some of the simple bows that we're going to be making in a moment, some double tuxers, single layer butterflies in the double colour and in the gingham, and some more little mini chair bow pigtail sets. So like I said, you don't have to stick to simple, and also if you do just want to make a bunch of tux bows and some slightly less complicated ones, little things that you can do just to make them slightly more interesting is, if the school's got two colours, you can literally do, as you saw with the gingham ones there, half and half. Or even more simple, you could do the main school colour as your two loops, and literally do your centre as the second colour. So if the school was poppy red and royal blue, you could literally just do a royal blue middle and have this all red, and vice versa. You could do the royal blue with the red centre, or like I said, just a little tiny topper bow. Like I said, you don't have to go massively over the top with these. Like I said, it's just an interesting thing that I like to do. And like I said, it's something that helps me, like I said, that one or two showstopper bows that sort of help you stand out and bring that little bit more interest. The other thing to check is, if you're going to do bow drops where you do specific colours, check your local area where most of your business comes from, because most schools have very specific school colours. And when a customer says, oh, my school has blue bows, this is my little colour ribbon chart. And this is the blue section, and the most common one that people get mistaken for is navy and royal blue, which I don't even think that's on the same page. No, it's not. So where's royal? So yeah, you've got navy and then you've got royal blue, which are the two sort of more common school colours. So you can see how big of a difference those two are. So that one's a royal and that one's a navy. So if like I said, customer said, oh, I want blue school bows, confirm which of the school bows. And it's the same with your reds. As you can see, we've got poppy red here, which is a really bright, like vibrant red, and it goes to the standard red. And then you've got scarlet and ruby and wine, and it's the same. Check with your schools, is it wine or is it burgundy? Because like I said, it can be the matter between somebody being allowed to wear the bow and somebody saying that they can't purchase it because it's not quite right. So always keep that in mind when you're checking. And like I said, the other one is the light blue, because there's like a blue and then there's the light blue version. So think of those things when people are ordering and check. And the other thing I would always say is, if you do want to use a school logo, approach them and find out if they are happy for you to do so. Some schools allow it, some schools don't, and it's always best to check and stick to the rules for your area. And the other thing is, especially in the UK, a lot of the schools now are restricting bow sizes, and they don't allow the big like 4 or 5 inch jojo bows. They want smaller, sort of anywhere between 5 to sort of 3 inch bows. So if you have a check into that as well, the ones your local areas, check their rules and sort of design your boxes that sort of fit what the parents are actually going to be allowed to buy, because there's no point in doing tons of these really big bows if most of the people are going to buy aren't actually able to let their children wear them for school. Okay, so for this one, which is, like I said, just the simple loop bow, simple loop bow, it is 1.5 inch ribbon, and it's 2 times 20 centimeters. And this one is all about the placement. So what we're going to do first, just have my lighter in front of me. We're going to fold them in half and crease our centres. Like so. We are also going to heat seal all of our ends. And what I'll do is, in the description box of this tutorial, I'll put the links for all the videos of all the bows you saw at the beginning. So if you want to do your own little, slightly more interesting show-stopping bows, you've got some options there. But basically you can play around with any style and do it in your school colours and have it be a school bow. So what I want is a drop of glue at the edge, and I use my B7000. You can use glue gun as long as you're able to sew for it. We're just going to put the clip on a second while that sets. I'll do the other one. Okay, just loop that round, and you only want to overlap by about ½ centimetre. There you go, ½ centimetre on both pieces. Not an awful lot. Okay, let's put the glue on our clip. And what I then do is, this crease line that we originally had, we want that right on the middle of that ½ centimetre overlap. I'm just going to clip the bottom there. So that's one piece, and like I said, that's clipped over right on the middle of that, and that's where, okay, we're going to do exactly the same this side. We're going to put that right over the centre of the ½ centimetre overlap. We're going to re-clip the bottom like so. And then what I do is take this one, and we pop it inside there, so that this corner and this corner just tuck inside each other like that. And then I'm going to move that one, let go of this clip. What I do is, again, tuck this side in here and put that clip there. I'm just going to move them so they're like this, because what we're going to do is we're going to line up these corners here like this. Fold it the other way. So line up your 2 points, then we fold like this, crease that centre again. This is what the back looks like, And this is what the front looks like. Now, as you can see, these lines here are crossed over, but we're not stitching directly through it. The reason we use the glue is to hold it in place, so when we stitch through, we're stitching through enough that the ribbon's not going to pop open anywhere within the bow, and it'll be the same with this layer underneath. That will be angled this way a little bit, but again, we're stitching through enough of it, the bow's not going to open up once we've got our wrap and everything else on. That's the idea on this. So we've got our double threaded thread, extra strength custome thread, and where this point is here, so your triangle here and your triangle here is where that crease is. So we want to start from above, and we're going to do 6 to get 3 creases. So in, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the back you'll have 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we're going to cinch. As you can see, 3 nice even creases. And then stitch off in the back however you personally like. And I call this refer to this as one of the simple loop bows, is because you make the loop shapes when we're gluing them together. So there is your little cute bow. Like I said, it's not the most complicated one. There you go, that's the back, that's the front. And like I said, you can just attach the middle like so if you want to. If you want to make a little topper bow like so, I've got my matching 9mm here. And while I'm doing that, I'll just grab a clip. Excuse me, I'm just dropping my colour chart on the floor. Glue that on the back. Okay, so what I like to do is to check how big I want the loop to be, and I tend to do it like this, so I'll double that across the longest part of the bow, which is there, because that tends to give you the right size for what you need. Okay. Crease your centre. Three cm, 3 cm. I'm going to do a no glue version of this as well. I do sometimes sew. So hold them at 3 centimeters from the bottom and bring that right up over the crease like so. Let me just get a clip so you can see. There you go. Super simple. And all we want to do is we're going to put a touch of glue here and a touch of glue at the front. So just a tiny bit. There's a drop. Press that down. And again, just lift up this layer, and you just want a dot on that. There. Like so. That's your little topper bow. And then I just put a drop of glue here. Watch your fingers. Place that on the centre of your bow. And we're also just going to angle our tails to points. Don't forget to heat seal them. Just get rid of the glue stringers. There we go. And then we can wrap our centre as normal. And we go around twice. Once, open the clip, back round, and there we go. Heat seal that centre. Touch your glue just there. Readjust your loops, and there you go. Simple loop bow with a cute topper bow. Like I said, not overly complicated, quite quick to make. You can play around with your colours. Like I said, if you've got a 2-colour school, main colour, topper bow with your alternative colour, you can play around. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a school bow. You can make it, like I said, I've done a Halloween purple and orange version here. You can make it in solid colours. You can basically play around and make it completely your own, but like I said, I'll link all the tutorial links for the other styles that I've done in the school colours, so like I said, if you want some ideas. But like I said, play around, make some your own. Like I said, have your own little showstopper bow that sort of sets you apart from everyone else, gives you a little bit more interest. And like I said, always check with your school before you use the logo so you don't get into any trouble. Okay, thanks for watching and hopefully you found this useful. Bye!